Welcome to Aviation Week's coverage of the 55th edition of the Farnborough Airshow.
This programme is brought to you by Jobs Ohio. It's been a busy week for the aerospace, defence and space industries here in the Hampshire sunshine.
Now, Farnborough sold out the exhibition halls a year ago, so they added a sixth one. They've also squeezed in more chalets, more chalet rows, and there's so much demand on space that they're squeezing sites in all over the place.
The show has been bursting at the seams with visitors, and the skies have been filled with the roar of F-35 Eurofighter and the UAE's Firsan Al Emirat National Aerobatics Team. Farnborough is close to London, and the show has a British flavour, but it is a global meeting place, with dozens of dedicated pavilions as countries showcase the ambitions of their national aviation industries, their technology advances, and promote what they can offer to grab a slice of the action in aerospace.
Against a backdrop of growing defence spending to deal with an increasingly contested and fractious world, defence firms showed up in force with aircraft and systems of all shapes and sizes at Farnborough. In a packed auditorium at BAE Systems, the UK's premier defence OEM revealed its CCA offering, Brontanax. This CCA operational concept demonstrator is about bringing new air power to market at speed. BAE says it will fly Brontanax, an ancient Greek word for Thunder King, next year to allow the RAF to operate a CCA platform alongside a Eurofighter Typhoon before the end of 2027. It is clear the RAF, as well as many other leading air forces, want to put CCAs into operation by the end of this decade. All the leading defence OEMs and a rash of new players were touting their CCA solutions here at Farnborough, most armed with evocative names, and they are keen to grab a slice of the action. Boeing has its MQ-28 Ghostbat, which is being developed for the Australian Air Force. Airbus is showing its U-760 Ravenstorm. Other players are General Atomics with the FQ-42A and Anduril with its Fury. Both are in the running for a role with the US Air Force. Shield AI has its XBAT, and there will be more to come.
Elsewhere at the show, the current generation of fighters graced the skies. And with the Global Combat Air Programme, the UK, Italy and Japan are ready to design a next-generation combat aircraft to enter service in 2035. Canada joined GCAP at Farnborough as an observer.
On the commercial aerospace front, Airbus, Boeing and Embraer announced plenty of business. The 2026 show has proved busier than 2024. There have been 304 orders this time, compared to 89 in 2024, according to Aviation Week data. The first day opened with a bang for both leading OEMs, as leasing company SMBC Aviation Capital placed a combined order for 200 new jets, split evenly between the Airbus A320neo family aircraft and the Boeing 737 MAX.
One day there may be a serious competitor to Airbus, Boeing and Embraer. Comac hopes it will take that position, and Jet Zero was at Farnborough talking about its blended wing-body aircraft, which could enter airline service in the early 2030s.
So the blended wing-body technology and shape brings to the airlines a completely new technology that will help with fuel efficiency, as well as offer a much more comfortable cabin for the passengers.
Advanced air mobility has been a focus of the show, with both Vertical's BA-1X and the Beta CX-300 flying daily in the air display. And it was Beta that made news with the signing of a non-binding deal under which Logan Air will purchase 5 all-electric ALIA conventional takeoff and landing CX aircraft, with options for 5 more. For its part, Vertical gained a government pledge for additional funding that would see the aircraft built in the UK. On the static, Embraer's Eve Air Mobility showcased its full-scale eVTOL mock-up.
Aviation Week is constantly on the trail of new aircraft and new technology at shows. In the electric aviation sector, Archer Aviation, which had its Midnight eVTOL on the static, launched 2 new aircraft developed in partnership with the US military technology company Anduril. Thunder, a defence-designed autonomous hybrid electric armed tilt rotor, and Halo, the commercial variant built to serve both defence and commercial applications. British firm Techiva unveiled AR6, a new family of autonomous, heavy-lift electric quadcopter drones for both military and civilian applications. At the other extreme, Radia showcased a prototype of what it billed as the world's largest aircraft. Designed to fly outsized wind turbine blades to rough airstrips, the massive 4-engined cargo aircraft concept is on track for its targeted 2030 date for first certification flights.
It was little and large time for GE Aerospace and its flying testbeds. It had its Boeing 747-400 flying testbed on display, and not to be outshone was Gertrude, GE Aerospace's Saab 340 testbed, which undertook the first high-altitude and high-voltage hybrid electric flight across the Atlantic to reach Farnborough.
Business aviation is typically not a prominent story at Farnborough, but Saudi player The Helicopter Company made a splash announcing its plan to diversify with a commitment for up to 60 new jets, including the ultra-long-range Global 8000. Also increasingly prominent at Farnborough is the space sector. The show has a growing and dedicated space zone. Overall, organiser Farnborough International is delighted with how the show has gone.
In terms of business done here at Farnborough, by our accounts, we think there's over $84 billion worth of deals being announced.
So that's a wrap for Aviation Week's coverage of Farnborough 2026. It's been an upbeat show, and it's certainly been a very businesslike one.
We've seen boom times in all sectors of the industry, in space, defence and commercial, a rare occurrence.
That is, of course, putting pressure on supply chains. It's asking technology to do more. We need more talent. We need more people to deliver this stuff. We also need new and interesting partnerships between the global manufacturers on aircraft and systems.
We saw a number of recurrent themes coming out of the show.
In defence, it's been about speed to market and greater production volumes.
In commercial, it's about making what we have today work harder for tomorrow.
Now, electric aircraft have been interesting and they've flown here, but the big question remains, when are they going to enter service?
I'd like to thank once again our sponsor for the programme, Jobs Ohio, and we'd like to thank you for watching.
And for all of Aviation Week's coverage from its award-winning editorial team for Farnborough 2026, please go to aviationweek.com. Goodbye.
Goodbye.